So many people have been asking me this week for thoughts about rumours swirling around ARMA 4 being confirmed, and what this means, where it comes from. It's pretty simple. The Bohemia guys are talking about the Tanks DLC, and they've mentioned that upcoming iterations will be using the Infusion engine. J. Crow, though, has already poured water on people's excitement via Twitter, saying that we got a lot more work yet to do, even on ARMA 3, and many other projects to support meanwhile. He did say, though, that they've got an eye on the future and that they are already laying the foundations of a future ARMA. So as I said recently in a Below the Line episode, it's certainly not too early at all to start talking about what people want to see in an ARMA 4 game, and if ever you're going to talk about it, now is the time so that the devs can hear you and have time to build it into their framework from the ground up. So what are we talking about when it comes to this Infusion engine? Well, it appears to be a more generic engine. It's already been used with DayZ standalone. Essentially, it should give more freedom to modders. It also allow creation of, for example, more detailed systems with functional control panels, vehicles or vessels with network control systems. It's pretty hopeful that modders will not have to throw everything out and start again when the next ARMA comes along, and that's probably going to be usable pathways for them to upgrade this stuff. It's sensible for Bohemia to do this, given ARMA's reliance on mod. It's also very hopeful, of course, that the Infusion engine is going to bring a lot more stability to the game. Ultimately, this is probably the least surprising news that could come out about anything upcoming to do with the future ARMA game. The fact that Infusion was used with DayZ seemed very unlikely that they were going to go in any other direction for a next ARMA title. But I don't think people should overread that situation though, especially when it comes to features or issues around DayZ. They're likely going to strip out most of the stuff in DayZ, obviously, and create something highly specific for ARMA. The real question we should be asking is, what vision do Bohemia have for ARMA 4? And this also plays into my Below the Line episode this week. If you haven't watched it, we're talking about reskins versus developers taking risks with games. So please check that out, guys. Link is down below. But this relates to the next ARMA. It's very clear what features the community wants in the next ARMA. They want stability, they want workable frame rates, they want a solid platform for modding, they want expansion of Zeus, and most importantly, they want the infrastructure of setting up servers to be much more accessible. Bohemia should prioritize these features over any grandiose experimentation they have. It's always a great thing to try experiments, but that shouldn't come at the expense of a player base who have endured so much frustration and time spent fixing issues for themselves. Don't screw us over, Bohemia. Produce a solid, functioning ARMA title that gives accessibility to players, frame rate, built-in radio system that works, solid mod implementation tools, Zeus functionality expansion, map designer tools, physics, scalability, server accessibility. By this I mean, as a player, you should be able to set up a very simple scenario for friends via hosted servers, or you could have full server control to implement whatever you want as now. A big issue that is never at the top of the list. Lastly, better artificial intelligence. Hey, AI soldiers, you hear those rounds being fired at you? You feel those rounds hitting you? Do something. React, get down, move, communicate, just do something. I'll soon put together a more comprehensive breakdown of all the details I want to see in the next ARMA. It will no doubt be a Christmas list where I end up with socks and an orange instead of all the new toys, but we can at least dream. If you enjoyed this video, guys, as always, hit the like, share it with friends. All this helps me and it helps out the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.